Hey guys, what's up? It's TechFlash. Alright, so I got my hands on the newly released 6th Gen iPad mini, which I think is probably the best device that was announced, even more than the iPhone 13. We have the 64 gig version today in this space gray color, and I'm gonna do a quick unboxing and then briefly talk about who this iPad is really for. Unlike the new iPhone 13 boxes, we still get the regular plastic wrapping, which I will take off real quick. Opening up the box, we get to see the usual booklet with the usual paperwork, warranty information, and the most important thing of all, the Apple stickers, which we have to have if we want the full unboxing experience. Next up, we have the USB-C to USB-C cable, and luckily we still get to see a charger included in the box. The iPad itself is covered in parchment paper after it baked for a bit, and as a first impression, this is a very impressive device both size-wise and design-wise. This time it just feels so much better and grippier in the hands with the squared edges. Right away, the most noticeable thing is the home button delete. We now get the power button on the top right corner, which has the Touch ID embedded into it. One thing I have to say is that at first the bezels look very thick, but when you read the specs, the bezel size is exactly the same that you would get on the other bigger iPads like the iPad Air and the iPad Pro. But because of the smaller 8.3-inch display, the bezel to screen ratio seems a lot. Essentially, as a first impression, this is a shrunken version of the iPad Air, but with a bit more practicality. We also get stereo speakers on both sides, and this time the volume buttons have been moved to the top instead of on the side, which at first seems a little bit weird, but later on when you remember that this supports Apple Pencil 2, it immediately makes sense. On the inside, the iPad mini 6 now comes with the new A15 Bionic, and this time it is actually faster than the iPad Air 4, which has the A14 chip. I actually did a Geekbench 5 test on the side to give you guys an insight. The iPad mini on a multi-core general performance test scored a solid 4,500 points, which beat the iPad Air 4, which put up 4,260 points. Now, if we talk about the main functionality of the iPad mini 6, there's no denying that practicality will be the sole reason it will sell out. The smaller size paired with the new flat edge design, which makes it even grippier in the hands, just makes it more desirable. Not to forget, the addition of the Apple Pencil 2 support takes it to a whole other level. In the intro video of the iPad mini 6, we saw it being used in the hands of pilots and doctors, and I actually saw a lot of comments of actual doctors and pilots saying that they are excited about the practicality that this will bring to the table. From planning their flight route to connecting a wireless ultrasound device, practicality paired with performance is going to be the main go-to. Moreover, this is an excellent device for people that love to read or like to sketch on the go. College students to car mechanics to salesmen, the iPad 6 brings out purpose for almost everyone, and whoever buys this already has a plan and purpose behind the purchase of the iPad mini 6. Camera-wise, the iPad mini 6 has a pretty decent front and back 12 megapixel camera. This time the front camera also supports Apple's center stage technology, which keeps you in the center of the frame if you move around. When it comes to the battery, Apple claims an all-day 10-hour battery, but we know that they're being modest. Based on our test, it was able to last just under 12 hours with moderate use, which means that you will need to charge it at the end of the day, although it was able to beat the time of the iPad Air, which lasted at around 10.5 hours. Finally, coming down to a verdict, should you buy it or keep whatever you're having right now? Well, at $499, it is a bit pricier than the competition, but with far better specs, and for those who want a tablet with an excellent screen, can just put a pause to everything. With the speedy A15 chip, the more practical size, the support for the Apple Pencil 2, you should be confident that you can run and put the iPad mini 6 to just about anything. At the end of the day, those who want a one-handed tablet that can be used for reading books or watching movies or planning your flight route with no compromise, you should definitely check out the 2021 iPad mini. So let me know your thoughts on the new iPad mini in the comments below. Would you consider buying it? Drop a like if you enjoyed and consider subscribing if you haven't already. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Peace out.
Peace out.